Now chairman of MUASA, Dr. Muhammad Kiggundu is also the project's advisor of Uganda United States Exchange Alumni Association, among the many a title to his name. A father and husband, he is married with children to Hajat Amina Nankumba Najinda. Dr. Muhammad Kiggundu, a religious scholar, also chairman, Makerere University Academic Staff Association. So we do welcome you back.
Thank you. Thank you, Mabel.
Amongst all the things you have said, it makes me wonder about the kind of background that raised you.
Yeah, I grew up in a humble background. My father
Can we walk around?
Yeah.
Okay.
My father was, actually I should say, was a religious cleric. He was an imam.
Okay.
He was a haji, he was a sheikh who was leading a sub-county. But above all, he was a farmer and a trader. So we grew up in our village as people who knew and respected farming and the values of the village, because it was coffee, if I may say in the simplest terms, that actually provided for our education. My mother and my father, because my father was definitely polygamous, and then we ourselves as the children could form a force to grow in the holidays to actually be farming and doing the gardening and all that, drying up the coffee beans and all that. So it did a great thing for us to keep us in the schools.
Do you also believe in the polygamous setting?
I should say, what my faith has clearly said, this is right. I cannot oppose it. So because Islam is very interesting. Having one wife is lawful. Having many is lawful. So the choice is yours. So I cannot say it is wrong, because the advantages for it, which have been laid down in the Holy Quran and the teachings of Islam very clearly, they are there. Because if you had a time, if it's about scholarly issues, next time I'll tell you much about that. So I cannot say it's wrong. So I'm a supporter of whatever was mentioned.
But
because
what have you chosen? What are you living with as we speak right now?
I'm still living on not a poly.
Okay.
Yeah, but I might move there.
You never know.
Because you never know. Because because it's legal as well. So the choice is yours. So if I may go back, my dad used to rear goats as well. We had the cows. And so everything. So I loved the village, and I admired the way my parents actually brought us together, because we used to work hard, and we used to respect people, and we used to, a child actually in the setup for my father was that the child is never brought up by only the parents that bear them, but everybody has got a responsibility. So if any person, an old person, could find you doing something wrong, he would there and then punish discipline you, and then say, and then you would also feel happy by the end of the day. So that's what made us. And even my studying, because we lived in the country, we never suffered from food shortage, if I may say.
Okay.
We had everything. My father, if I may compare the life we have today, people used to think it's those who had vehicles who were rich. But my father used to keep the coffee beans that have been harvested this year would be sold the other year. So for us to go to school, he would just give you a bike. What do you want? School fees? Go get the bike, get 4 sacks, and then you go. That was an ATM. Okay,
so you hold a position that places you in the public eye, yet your family is so quiet this side. Is it intentional for you to keep your family out of the public?
I love it that way. Why should I expose my family to the public? What for?
Okay.
No, I love it. Yeah.
Has it been easy, you in the academics and then in leadership and management, and then balancing with family?
My family is very important, because my family belongs to the country, Uganda, and the entire community. And my responsibility as a person who contributes to the development of the country has got to start with the family. If you become a negligent leader of the family, then you are doing a disservice to your what? To your country.
It's often said that most academicians, they tend to choose between either academics or family? Was it that hard for you, or was it easy?
Not really.
Did you start family early?
Not really. I had started my family very late, and
Really? How late?
I had completed masters. That's what I should say, because to level completing a first degree and complete the masters before you were married. So those are issues. I started late, and
would you have done otherwise?
yes, I could, because some of my colleagues did it early enough, and me, I started late.
Okay.
But it was optional. For one reason, that I needed to start a family when I feel that I'm in charge, because I didn't want to be a feeble husband or a feeble father.
Okay.
And in my life, I don't want somebody to take over my life, because sometimes you can bring someone on board, you're gonna be together, and she takes over your life. So that actually perturbs me and disturbs me. But I can sort out myself, my time with my family, because they're very important. All this public life you're trying to look at, even serving MUASA, I serve my community as well in religion, because we normally have different gatherings about our religion. And frequently I work on one of the research committees which was instituted by Prince Kasim Nachivinge to rewrite the history of Islam in Uganda. I do serve there as well, that I didn't tell you.
Okay.
But I should say that above all, one should have time for their family, because you serve the public, but finally you have to zero back to your family. And they are the only people that will ever say at the end of the time that Dad is here, my husband is here, my brother and all that, my son is here.
It's the one constant amongst all the things that we do.
So if one takes it all to the public and you get married to the public all through without giving time to...
Bad news.
That would be bad news.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're a scholar. I always wonder, a religious scholar to be specific, I always wonder about the differences between the meanings of Islamic,
Yes.
Muslim,
Yes.
Arab,
Yes.
or which other word? I'm even forgetting. Yeah, but they tell us, dream more light on that.
Fine. Islam is a religion. It's a faith. And it has no boundaries that you are an Arab, you are an African, Asian, or yellow, green, or blue. So it's a religion, it's a faith that has been... and then being Arab it's a nation. That is, you can be an Arab, but if you're an Arab, then you are not an Englishman, you are not French, you are not a German, then you are an Arab. And then being a Muslim is somebody who subscribes to Islam, the Islamic faith. And Islamic is what Islam professes itself. Yeah.
And Arabic.
Arabic is a language. It's a language. It's important because the whole Quran was revealed in what? In Arabic.
In Arabic.
And if you want to understand and to have the joy of reading and understanding it, and if you know Arabic, then it turns out to be very great, because that is the original language in which the whole Quran was revealed. But again, one important thing about the Quran is about education, because the first verse which was revealed in the whole Quran was about read in the name of thy Lord. This is why I tell you it's a peaceful religion, which is great. It's about education. It's huge, but people may misuse it. Read in the Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. That read in the name of thy Lord who created. You know?
Did you hear that? Wow, it's been a great day spending it in Kowe at Dr. Muhammad Kiggundu's residence, where he's created his own city in a village. So thank you
I
so
wouldn't want to call
much
it a
for
city, but
inviting us.
it's a country life
Yes.
that I actually enjoy. We belong to this country. We belong.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why we are here. And thank you for coming as well.
Okay. Thank you too for inviting us.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for being part of this episode of People and power, which belonged to Dr. Muhammad Kiggundu, a man who, amongst all the things he said, I remember when he mentioned that never take a decision in haste if it is going to benefit the entire community. So if you're a leader out there and you are watching, well, your influence matters to so many people out there. So make sure as you take those decisions, you think about all those people. My name is Mebo Twegumiezake.